Okay, class. Let's continue with the second topic, which is about a vector. Okay, vector. Let's see what is. Okay, what is vector? Okay, as we know before, yeah. Size of an array is fixed. Okay, before this, okay, we have an array with fixed size. Uh, a vector is similar to array, but vector is more flexible, which allows the size to be changed. Okay, so meaning that vector is more dynamic. It can shrink or grow as needed. Okay, first step. Okay, before we use the vector class, we have to import java.utility again. Okay. Uh, what else? Okay. Vector elements of vector must be objects. Cannot be primitive types. Okay. If you need to store a primitive type, then you have to convert it into a wrapper class. In vector, no. You must convert anything into an object first, then only you can uh, you can store it in a vector. Okay. So a vector is basically the same as a release, but vector methods are synchronized for thread safety. Okay, the library is java.util.vector. Okay. Okay, as I said just now, it can grow and shrink. Okay, and what else? Okay, there are methods. Okay, to add, retrieve, insert, and remove. Okay, these are all the operation that is common to a release as well. Okay, okay, these are all the common methods available in a vector class. Okay, so you have the constructor with arguments or constructor without arguments. Okay, the methods, you can have add element object, insert element object at a certain index. Okay, similar to a release. Okay, you can add object at certain index. Okay, and then capacity. Oh, now you want to see the size of a vector, so you now use the method capacity. Okay, instead of size in released. This one is actually return the same thing, which is the size, the capacity of vector, the size of the vector. Okay, element at index. Okay, this one is to store the object at certain index. The return, sorry, it is equal to get. Okay, this element at index means you want to get the object stored in the in that position. First element, okay, you return the first element of your vector. Index of object element. Okay, you want to return the number, the index number of a given element. Okay, and then a last index of, okay, return the last index of the vector. So basically you want to see the highest index of your vector, so that when you want to insert, okay, it is uh, within the size. It's not beyond the size. Okay. Alright, and then the last element, remove element. Okay, this is common. If you want to remove the element, you want to remove so specified object. Remove all elements. Okay, this one is remove all objects. This one is equivalent to clear in array list. And then remove element at. Okay, this one is to remove element at certain index. Okay, if you know the index number of a certain object that you want to remove, then you can use this remove element at. size. You want to return the number of objects stored in the vector. Is a number of objects. How many objects you have in the vector. And trim to size is reduce the capacity of the vector to the number of elements. Okay, for example, you specify your vector is size is 100, then maybe you want to reduce it because sometimes you don't use that 100. You might want to reduce it into a certain number of elements, then you can use the trim to size. Okay, so please memorize, remember all this. Okay, common, these are all the common methods that you're going to use in your program later. Alright, so alright, first step, import the statement. So import java.util.vector. Okay, if you want to use vector, then you declare a vector object named faculty. So it is a vector faculty new vector. So now you have a vector of size 0 created. Okay, don't worry about the size because you don't need to have a specific size because it will expand or shrink automatically. If you add, then it's expand. If you shrink, if you remove, then it will be shrink. So it will happen automatically. Okay, so this is the first step. Import Java utility. As you can, this is the example, yeah. Okay, java.util.vector. This is the first step. Okay, when you want to use vector, you have to import this class, vector class, from the utility package. Alright, so and then you declare a vector object named faculty. Okay, so at this at this point your size is still 0. Now you add element number 1, so the size is 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and you can use this way to print the element of your vector. Okay, let's see what we'll get. Okay, if we want to run this program, yeah. Okay, we'll see the first print out. See, the first one you will get this FSSM, FS, FKAB, which is here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you check the size. So the size of this vector now is 4, based on the object that you have here. Then you add element to FPPSM, index number 3. Okay, index number 2 is element number 3, so element number 3 is FKE. So after you insert FPSM at location here, and you squeeze FKE to the next index. Okay, so insert is not replacing, yeah. Okay, is insert is you actually insert and you squeeze whatever you have, okay, to the next index. Okay, so that's from 4 you now have 5 elements. Okay, you will check the size here, you will get 5. Okay, after you print, you size, you get 5. Okay, now you remove element FKE. So this is one of the ways to remove the object. You can specify the object here, FKE for example. Okay, so after you remove FKE, FKE will gone from the list, and what is left is here, FSM, FS, FFN, FAB. No more FKE. FKE is already removed. Next, okay, Okay, this one is another way to remove the object, okay, from your vector using the index number. If you know, okay, the element at that location, okay, if you know, oh, I want to remove the element at index number 2, it's okay. You can use that kind of statement. Okay, if you remove, okay, location, index number 2, index number 2, 0, 1, 2, so FPPSM will gone. Okay, after you remove, you print, see, FPPSM gone. Okay, so you have only FSM, FS, and FEB left in your vector. Now the size of the vector is 3. And next, okay, you set element, you print element at 1. Okay, you want to know the element at index number 1. So in this case, you get FS. And then you set element at index number 2 with FKSG. So element number 3 will be, this one will be replaced. Set element is replace the FAB with FKSG. Okay, so and after that you print. So after you replace, then you print, you will get FKSM, FS, and FKSG. Okay, now replacing FAB. Okay, so these are all the methods that is commonly used when you use vector. Okay, so please, okay, remember all this method and see how it is implemented in the program. Okay, so this program I give you in your e-learning, so you can download it. Okay, so you only need to change the class name. Okay, you only need to change the class name accordingly. Yeah, okay. Because my package is 58, so the class name is JPK 58. Okay, so please change this one accordingly. Okay, when you want to copy the program to your compiler. Okay, so basically, okay, that's it. Okay, this one is the example of all the example here, okay, available in this program. Yeah, so you might want to test. Okay, it would be better for you to test this program. Yeah, I already give you the program in the learning. You just download it and copy it to your compiler. Okay, so okay, with that, so do exercise in the lab book on your own. Okay, again, you need to do a lot of exercises. Okay, so you can handle the question in your test or final exam later. Okay, so I think finish for our class for this week. Okay, so what you need to do is just log into your e-learning, okay, during the day of our class. Okay, for example, today is the day of class. You need to log into e-learning, you run the video given, you check all these materials, okay, given in that week. Okay, okay, with that I end this video. Yeah.